What's up, everyone? It's Gabby Trades here, and welcome back to the channel. Live trading the New York session today with me, Bitcoin, gold, silver. We're gonna look at all, of course, we have the NFP today. Hello, good evening. How are you guys doing? But before we get rolling, you know what you need to do. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and hit the small bell notification so you never miss a live breakdown here with me. Let's see who's in the chat box. Is everyone here? I can't see how many people we have today, but Bear Wolfish is here. Gabby looking serious, meaning business today. Absolutely. Methodical Marcus. Everyone's here. Kuhn. Who else is here? Trevor. You guys, we're going to jump straight into it because we need to discuss the news today that we got. We got a bunch of news, so the market was a bit compressed. I was thinking of, how to make a compressed thumbnail today, which was hilarious. You guys, make sure to restart the chat box. Be active in the chat box because today everyone is taken off somewhere. I don't know, but it's important you guys are here right now because we don't want to be missing any moves, right? We don't want to be the ones that are missing moves right now. So first of all, heavy data day, right? US stocks came into today very cautious because of all this news data that we had. So in a way compressed, like we said. Futures were soft, volatility was elevated, you guys, because traders were waiting for all of this. We had a major cluster of economic reports. So when markets are stalling in the way like they did ahead of the data, that usually means that we're going to get big directional move, which we did in a way, right? As soon as the numbers hit. So we're going to start with ADP. We're going to review everything. So ADP came in at 16.3K. So that means 16.3K jobs added, which is compared to the 4.K that were the previous report. Now, while this is an important improvement, it is still weak. It's important to mention that it's still weak in comparison to historical standards, right? So, when you get slower private sector hiring, that is, of course, supporting of the idea that the labor market is cooling, which, of course, then is going to keep the Fed as we want him to stay dovish. Right, that's what we want. Obviously, it's going to feed a little bit into the growth concerns. This is absolutely normal. Now, the average earnings, right? The average hourly earnings came at 0.1 month over month. So that's missing the expectations of 0.3 that we have. And it's kind of down sharply from the previous 0.4. So this matters because wages growth is going to drive the inflation, right? This is an inflation driver. So when you have lower wage pressure, that's bullish for bonds and, also for the rate cut expectations, but it can be bearish for the stocks if it's showing that demand is weakening in a way, right? Then following that, we have the core retail sales month over month at 0.4, expectations 0.2, improving from 0.1 that we got previously. So this was one of the few strong data points today that really prevented a deeper sell-off today. It is suggesting in a way that the consumer is still spending on essentials, right? Even if the discretionary spending is slowing down, they're still spending on essentials. And of course, the most important data was the non-farm employment change, right? So remember, we had a massive shock last time. We came in with 64 jobs added, 64K jobs added, which beat the expectations of 51K, but it really followed the super negative report that we got last time, which was at minus 105K. That was the previous reading, which was a massive red flag, right? Which was a big red flag. So, we can treat this as a soft beat in a way, right? But it still adds to the choppy price action that we're getting today, right? And then so retail sales basically is gonna show us that the spending is stalling, right? So we missed expectations at 0.1, coming in 0. So that's pretty much confirming in a way that the consumer are starting to feel pressure. The consumers are starting to feel pressure, and the flat spending is going to hurt, of course, the growth stocks that we want them to be doing so well, right? Of course, most importantly, we have the unemployment rate at 4.6 with expectations 4.5, previous 4.4. Now, that is going to be one of the clearest signs today that the labor market is weakening, right? Again, same thing. It's going to be bullish for bonds, for gold. And, yeah, we usually have equities struggling a little bit when the unemployment is rising. Okay, the PMI is also important. What did we print today at 51.8, slightly below expectations at 52, and we're coming down from the previous report. So, you know, in a way, above 50, we know that this means expanding, but the momentum is kind of fading with this number. That's what it reads. And this is going to keep recession concerns alive, you guys, and it's going to limit the upside in industrials, right? And the small caps as well. Flash PMI, that was kind of interesting because it came at 52.9, so that missed the expectations at 54, and again down from 54.1. So that's very important. Why? Because we know that the US economy is 70% made of services, right? The economy of the US is service driven. So a slowdown here is going to be a warning sign, right, for the growth, and it's going to be supportive more of the defensive market tone. You guys know that very well. So all in all, the jobs today, the reports and the jobs today are slowing, right? Wages are cooling, spending is kind of flat, and business activity is losing momentum. So that whole combination is going to create indecision in the market, and it's kind of supportive for the future rate cuts, but it's going to raise concern about the growth, right? And of course, we're going to get even more data. We're going to have the CPI, which is very important, in the BOJ. This is going to be a huge catalyst, you guys, for this week. Now, major news that we got. Nasdaq, right? Nasdaq plans to expand stock and exchange traded product trading to 23 hours a day. So they're trying to move towards the 24/7 trading. Well, it's not going to be 24/7 really, but probably 25/6, like if we're being real. But sorry, 23/5, right? Because they're not going to be trading over the weekend, but they've confirmed officially that they have plans to move the trading hours to nearly 24/7 stock market access in the coming years. This is not going to be, you know, a very fast thing to roll out, but they have applied for SEC approval. Let's see if it's going to happen. But they're kind of responding directly to global demand, and not only that, crypto and global demand. So, but what could that mean, right? That is going to mean that liquidity is going to be spread. It's going to be spread across more hours, and maybe not necessarily that the volatility is going to be only concentrated in New York session anymore. We don't know what's going to happen, but maybe that's what's going to happen. Think about news and earnings and stuff like that. That can move the markets at any time, because now we're getting earnings sometimes after hours, and then we have a huge gap the next day. So risk management is going to become a little bit more complex. Right. So that's pretty much the new stuff that we have today that were brought to my attention, you guys. But bottom line, pretty choppy today. Hello, Tony, Sleepy ZBTC. Yo, really lovely to see new people here, and Scott as well is also here. You guys, if you're new here, make sure to say hi in the chat box, because I remember literally everyone that's here. And we're going to discuss what trades we're in today, right? What trades we're in today. So first of all, Nikki Lee is one of our graduates from RTM model, range model theory course. You guys, if you haven't joined the course, please go, because all of these trades that we catch on a daily basis are directly using the structural model that I trade by religiously every day. Okay, so if you guys want to get on that, it's in the description box. If you want discount on that, you need to be in the VIP section for Discord. Does that make sense? All right, so first of all, we're going to start with Bitcoin as usual. This was a long trade today. Actually, it was a very clean entry that we were discussing this morning. Earlier, as per our trade, it was actually actually a very clean entry down here for everyone that's awake in these hours to catch the daily open. This was the reversal that came into and confirmed the entry, right? For anyone that's coming a little bit later, of course, you enter at market or whatever a little bit later, which was the case for me. So I entered somewhere here, which is fine. As you can see with the volatility, you get a second entry as well. But you need to know how and why we enter at the earliest point of the day, because that's when you're going to catch really the bigger moves, right? That's when you're going to catch the bigger moves. So you know what, this trade today, I'm still running it. I believe it's going to hit take profit, even though it's very choppy, but that's because of the market conditions. I hope it does, because if it doesn't before end of the day, I need to close it, right? I need to close it because tomorrow is going to be a new day and we're going to find new trades tomorrow, or at least break some profit on it. For now, I'm doing really good on it. I took it on, hello Sabas, I took it on Bluffin. You guys know very well that I trade on Bluffin. And by the way, we still have our offer on Bluffin. Don't miss this opportunity, because you know, they're my partners and I absolutely love them. Make sure to use my link in the description box to sign up, because you're gonna get VIP access using this sign up and all these bonuses, literally from $25 up to $2,500 depending on your trading size, you guys. So yeah, you can unlock the bonuses with this link, and most importantly, you're gonna get VIP access to my daily market updates, the trade setups that I give on a daily basis, right? Live breakdowns, you guys. And if you're on Discord, you're gonna get discount, and I'm planning to give future giveaways, which I'm gonna talk to you about right now. So this trade I also took on a trading prop firm challenge that I started today. You guys, this is with C funded. As you can see, I'm well in profit on this trade, and I think I will pass the challenge. Probably I need like 5 trades like this today, which we have pretty much been getting literally in the last I don't know, in the last 3 weeks. I would have passed like 3 challenges if I wanted to. So I wanted to tell you about this, you guys. If you're looking to get funded with real money and keep 90% of the profits, get a challenge and use the link in the description box, because I have a code over there which is going to give you a discount for the challenges. These are the amounts of capital that you can get funded with, and the prices. And as you can see, profit splits are 90%. 90% is very high, and it's a quite good industry standard for this prop firm. So that's why I got the challenge, and I managed to get you a discount on it as well. So it's under the description box, you guys. But anyway, point is, right, Nikki knows, everyone knows on Discord, we get these trades on a daily basis, right? With using the RTM model, you guys. So for me, passing this challenge should not be that hard. And literally all you need to do is risk 1. Because it's a challenge, you can risk up to 2%, but I'm gonna make a video on this, you guys, so it's easier for you to understand how to trade the challenges. But for me, funding capital has always been the best, honestly, especially when I was trading TradFi. It's really ideal because you just pass the challenge, right? You have certain amounts of you know, targets that you need to reach on stage 1 and stage 2, and then you get the capital to play with, right? For me, this is a 25k account that I'm looking to pass right now, and this is the first trade that I've taken on. Okay, so yeah, if you don't have funds to trade with, go and you know, pass the challenge, you guys. I know some of you guys are on the Trading View trading challenges, and you're in the top 1%. Like, people that have graduated from my course are literally in the top 5% of the Trading View challenge at the moment. So I highly recommend you guys go and check it, because I don't know what to tell you. Like, we're just doing well, right? We're just doing well in this game. So yeah. Hello, Tom Hodgson. How's everyone doing, you guys? Did you manage to catch any trades today, for anyone that's not on Discord? So yeah, Bitcoin, that was the long today. This is the current trade that I'm in. I really wanted to see it trade up until the daily support at 89k. Now let's talk a little bit more about this trade and why it happened. Again, Nikki Lee is here. She can tell you why this mini entry here was also one of the entries that we teach in the trading course. right? So down here, but we have rules, right? We have rules. So if you have entered over here, or even last night when we were live, price was trading here, I was like, I don't want to enter now because we need to follow the rules. And the rules are you wait for the day to finish. You don't do much, you know, by afternoon session, New York, you're trying to stay. Mario Anbar, hello. By the way, you guys, oh my God, massive trader. We're so lucky to have you here, Mario. Thank you for joining our stream today. So yeah, this is basically, you know, yesterday we could have done that, right? If we wanted to, we could have, but I don't think it's a good idea because, you know, you're trading against the rules, right? You don't want that. You want to be always trading with your rules. You want to understand, which is what Mario says all the time. You need to understand the direction of the market and the intention of the market right now, right? Where do market makers want to push the price? And I agree with him so much. I have so much respect for him. He is you know, an amazing gold trader. We should invite him on stream sometimes with us. I think that would be very cool. Anyways, all right, so we want to push it up until 89. That's pretty much the minimum target. Currently, the 15-minute time frame is definitely giving us some resistance, right, from a previous point of resistance back here in way back over here, 7th of December, right? So yeah, we are basically rejecting a little bit from that point, but also we're in the afternoon session of New York. These things happen, right? These things happen. Keep it up. Yes. Thank you, dear. Thank you. You know what? Like, ideally, if the market was very bullish, we should have come so much higher. But due to all of the data that we got today, this is the current situation that that we're seeing, right? So daily support, daily SR flip for me is the best area to take a little bit of profit. Hopefully, if that goes well, right? In a bullish case scenario, price should retrace to true month open at the very least, right? At the very least. But yeah, expect choppiness for the rest of the week, you guys. Honestly, like, it's just gonna be like that. Higher time frame inflection points. When we look at the, you know, when we look at the higher time frame, right, we understand the current price leg that we're in, right? We understand that there is a higher chance that Bitcoin might sell off even further. So all of these positions intraday, right, maximum hold for 2 days, take profit at the end of the day. This is the stuff that I'm looking to do with Bitcoin right now, because, you know, it really might be another flash sell-off before we actually, maybe we go and retest a true year open before we reverse price. Obviously, we don't want that to happen, but these things are on the table. Okay, these things are definitely on the table. In terms of ETH, right? In terms of ETH, a little bit, you know, weaker than Bitcoin today. For once, ETH BTC is down by 2.3. Ethereum is like trading lower today, but again, trying to keep daily support at 2,900. This was the idea. This is what pretty much we want to see, right? So let the bulls fight it a little bit here, and we need to see more momentum and beat $3,000 yet again, right? We do have targets for ETH to the upside if everything goes well. If not, you know, it is what it is. How's everyone doing, by the way? You guys, are you trading any altcoins? I think someone mentioned I bought ETH and Uni this morning. Is that Uniswap you're referring to? Sol is an absolute salad at the moment. Honestly, you guys, I have absolutely no direction for Solana. We have liquidity on both sides. The asset is not very attractive at the moment to me. Pretty bearishly distributing at the moment. This could just be another bearish distribution up here, right? I don't know, how do you draw these things? I keep looking to find the channels. Is it yeah, here it is, right? I mean, it could be just another bearish distribution that's forming right now here on Solana, right? So pay attention to that. Nikki Lee, get the course. Yeah, I did it for you guys. Honestly, it's almost for free. Like, you shouldn't be getting stuff for free. This is bad karma, right? If I don't want to give it for free because it's my work, but I made it extremely accessible, you guys, right? And I had no plans to do any course whatsoever. You guys wanted it, I did it for you. All right. Since we have some TradFi players over here, let's look at gold a little bit today. Extremely choppy, extremely choppy. Obviously, with the data, let's have a look. Right, this is what tends to happen. You know, London compresses, New York extends. Very, very nice trade, right? You get the manipulation at 9:30 and you sell off after that. Straight from resistance up here on a low minute time frame. So this was a pretty nice sell down here, to be fair. After the long, I know Mario caught the long, and that's you know, pretty generational. But genuinely, you guys, for gold, I'm looking for it to push a little bit higher, right? And then I'm looking to short it. I'm looking to short gold. And also same thing for you know, for silver, right? Same thing for silver. Like, if you look at these both assets, it might be over for both of them for a little while, right? Like, it doesn't mean that they're going to like completely reverse, but you know, we might be entering into a little bit of a range situation and some sort of a pullback over here. You know, if it's really deep on silver, they can really bring it back to around $50. Like, I won't be surprised if that happens. But yeah, gold, I'm not willing to short yet. Unless I'm scalping, then that's fine. Clearly, we have liquidity here on the 1 hour time frame. That could be a target. But for me, I'm looking more for the swing trades at this point, unless I see something very clean, you know, on the lower time frames. Today was a very clean buy. That was very amazing. The sell was also very clean. It's looking good. It's looking good. Let's look at the US 500. Yeah, continues to sell off from our sell zone. Honestly, very weak. Bearishly distributing, you know, at rotation zones. They might bring it down even lower, honestly, at this point. So yeah, I don't know if we're gonna see a Santa rally, you guys, and if we do, yeah, I mean, look at this. Even on a daily time frame, it's just not. Even if you get like a pullback on here, you're probably looking to sell on Nasdaq. Platinum pumped today. Yes, platinum and palladium have been pumping. They have a clear target of like 1955 over here. This is the targets that we've had for platinum for a long time. Palladium, same thing, 1760. Not ready to sell this asset at this point. Definitely not ready to sell. Nat gas almost at levels, I'd say. I think I have few limits on the natural gas. Currently reacting from a daily zone of interest, but I wanted to, if the reaction is a little bit more, you know, substantial, then I will be thinking about longing it. But for now, still short this asset, right? You're looking at 3.5, you know, you're looking at 3.2. These are you know, the major areas that I want to concentrate on nat gas. In terms of the, you know, in terms of the euro, right? In terms of the euro, you guys know what's good, right? We were discussing yesterday, euro USD pair, you traded up to 1.8. 1.8 is the sell, right? So today, this is what happened, right? This is why we're selling, because we're at a sell zone at the moment, right? Immediately reacting, rejecting from premium. This is how you play this, right? This is how you play this. That's how you capitalize on it. GBP, I think, if I'm not wrong, we got some news today on the UK front. We got some news today on the UK front, but this is unfortunately too bullish for me. So I don't think you know, is for sales at the moment, unless you're looking to scalp. But this is pretty bullish distribution at the moment. Like, I wouldn't look to sell GU. Hello, Wick's wife. Necron, hi Gabby. Nicholas Perry, yes, I don't like the gold chart. Yeah, I mean, we don't necessarily need to like the charts, right? We need to trade them. Sometimes it takes a long time, you guys. For example, with the Tesla trade, right? Tesla trade that you know, we had in April. Look, it's the end of the year, right? It takes a whole year to swing trades, you know, some of the stocks. So it really takes time with, you know, with stocks in particular. I mean, not all. Some of them obviously have done so great. But for example, Tesla, right? It just takes time. It just takes time. But yeah, what I was looking at today, and I was discussing with the RTM traders, right, was Silver Corps, right? So, you know, this had incredible return this year, even better than silver, right? And if you go on the course and you study the course, you will understand why this performed even better, right? And why, comparing the both assets, this, you know, you can focus on both obviously, but this was the one that was going to give a higher return. Okay, this was going to be the one with the higher return. In terms of stocks, right? Oil is really negative as well today, so not interested in that. Copper sometimes trades clean, but not for me at the moment. Not for me at the moment. Do you guys want to see any altcoins today, or we're focusing on our current trades? Let's go on the 50 minutes, see how that goes. So yeah, like I said, with the trading challenge, you guys, you just need few trades like that, right? You just need the sniper entry, which is according to strategy. This morning, hit take profit on a few trades, and here you go. You have 25 grand to trade with. You keep 90% of the profits for you, right? The link is in the description box. I'm going to show you. Hold on. Yeah, we're going to look at XRP. Even though XRP looks better when I look at it inverted, right? Hope all of you have liked the video. Let's have a look if everyone has liked the video. We need 6 more likes. Whoever is responsible for that, you guys, I got you now. Anyway, so click more under the description box and you can see funded is down here. That's where you can grab a funded challenge like that and trade it. I'm gonna make a video to help you guys out on the risk management and on the platform itself, as it's a new platform. But it's pretty standard, to be honest, and not only standard, but I think it's above average in terms of the returns that you're getting. 90% profit split is very high, you know, industry standards. So I recommend you guys, if you don't have money to trade with, you need to be looking at something like that, right? But obviously you need to know what you're doing. You need to be risk managing. That is the biggest part of that. And all of the CFDs that we're discussing, if you're looking to trade CFDs, these are my links down here. Vantage is global. Toro Markets is not available everywhere, but these are the platforms that I recommend. And I use to trade CFDs on both of these platforms. Obviously Discord and the Bluff and sign up. If you're already a user, just send me your UID on Discord and I will add you. Okay, if you're already a Bluffin user, that's not a problem. Okay, Savas, you want a risk management video, bro? You passed the course and you're constantly asking ridiculously stupid questions. I feel like even if I make a risk management video for you, you'll be like, you won't get it, you know? Like, I don't know what to do with you anymore. But anyway, yeah, this this trade is gonna be good. Yeah, it's gonna give us 4%, and as you can see, like, I've risked 1%, right, on this trade to gain 4, right? And I need 3 of those trades and my stage is passed. So that's what I'm talking about. Let's look at XRP real quick. Even though we discussed it yesterday, but we shall talk about it again. Which one is the charted XRP? Is it this one? Mate, it can't be this one. Oh yeah, because it's a 15-minute time frame. All right, cool. Right, so XRP trading below, 0.5. We've been here before, right? It's not like we haven't been here before. It's a zone that we could potentially reverse from. But I'll be waiting for a little bit more. Like, wait for it to trade above $2 at this stage, at least, at the very least. It needs some momentum, you guys, honestly, because, we have liquidity at 1.6 at XRP. It is bearishly distributing right now. There is literally nothing that has my interest at the moment on XRP, honestly. Like, I mean, if you're looking at this, like, that's extremely bearish, right? If it was the opposite, the other way around, I'll be like, whoa, this chart is bullish, right? But it's just a massive bearish distribution, right? Historically, when you look at it, right, you did get an all-time high from the zone. So you could potentially, you are in an area of interest, right? And if you're thinking higher time frame, high time frame perspective, right? If you take everything aside, if you want to swing trade it, if you're like investing in it, you can look at it from the perspective that this is very strong, right? Even though it's like effing around a little bit at the moment, the 0.5 or even deeper, as long as you don't reach $1.086, as long as you don't reach $1.086, you're fine. You're still potentially looking to go into price discovery. Mid-range, yeah. So this is what they call the slaughter range, right? This is what they call the slaughter range. But usually, right, if you are very bullish on this, because this is a bullish structure, right? Like, this leg up is a serious leg up of like 300% plus or whatever. Sorry, 600%. Like, this is huge, right? This is huge. So essentially what you're looking for is maybe a big range, but then another leg up if everything goes well. And even with the liquidation on 10th of October, we didn't get to the 0.236. So that to me is signaling that, XRP eventually is going to exit at 3.65. All right, Crypto Doc, Gabby, great insights. I'm glad I'm helping you out, guys. This is what I'm trying to do here. And also, it's really fun to do it together, right? I think that's the most fun. So that's why I like to come live with you, even though the lives don't get many views, which, by the way, you can help with. So go and share the video if you haven't, if you want to support me and my work that I'm trying to help you out over here, guys, with. I think it's going to be really, really kind of you. So we can get some more traffic. Virtuals, disgusting. Yes, everyone, hit the like. Virtual, disgusting. I can see that SPX is trying to do something. I mean, bro, like, honestly, I'm not touching it. I'm just not touching it. I see a lot of people talking about CRV, and, like, to be fair, CRV is at a very, very good point right now, right? 0.365 is like a very, very nice zone that I'll be interested in, right? But then, of course, I'm going to keep in mind that this whole thing could drop to 0.26, right? So 0.26, I don't know, you can open a grid bot on it, by the way. This is the Pionex grid box down here. You can do very little leverage on it. So then it buys for you, and it sells at the upper threshold of the range. But CRV is definitely at a very interesting point right now. So I'm not gonna fade it. I've got some CRV on the bot. Nicholas Perry, are you trading under my link? Are you supporting me or someone else or some scammer? Because most of the people that do crypto YouTube videos are scammers. But let's not go into that. I already had like my breakdown today on Twitter. if you guys are interested, I had my breakdown on Twitter today with all of those fake accounts. It's so crazy, you guys. Like when I see an account that's been ran by some cheap labor and they're pretending to be the influencer, and then there is another account that does the exact same thing, and you know, the cheap laborer posts something on X and then the other cheap laborer replies, "Oh, that's very good insights, this and that," and you're like, oh my god, do people actually fall for this? It's so ridiculous. Do you actually genuinely believe that these people have time to post 10 times on Twitter? Like, do you really think, have you posted 10 times a day on Twitter, like, you know, ChatGPT posts? That's a full-time job. It's a full-time job. It's hilarious. It's hilarious, honestly. And then you have like one authentic person like me, and it's just like, what are you guys doing? It's complete BS, honestly. Like, I can't do it. Crypto Twitter is like, honestly, I open Twitter and I'm just like, ew. I just want to close it like immediately. It's so disgusting. So disgusting. Come on, we need to beat the 15-minute resistance over here. Genuinely, we need to do that. Although this is still you know, not too bad over here. It's still not too bad. Not too bad. So hopefully, you know, hopefully we're gonna hit take profit today. I'll be very happy if I hit take profit on this trade, because that's gonna be 4% on my challenge today. Again, you guys, if you haven't joined Discord, make sure to use the link down here and get on the VIP. If you're trading on Bluffin, just open a ticket on Discord, and I'll add you in the VIP where I do my daily updates. Bitcoin Cash, that's an interesting one. I think we looked at it not long ago. I'm not sure if we actually charted it. Did we actually chart this? Yeah, we're just screwing around at the moment. Up here, 0.786. Oh man, that's unhealthy. Unhealthy, honestly. We just need to break it, because if we don't, it's just gonna be so annoying. They might bring it down to retest 400, like 401. So you know, but it's at a nice area right now. I'd be interested in this, right? If I was to trade it, I'd be interested in this area for sure. Look at all these highs, stacked highs, like they need to be grabbed. But unfortunately, you're trading below a major inflection point over here from 30th of October, which is at 507.5, rejecting from it right now. So you really wanna come higher, right? You don't want to break the range below, because that's going to show major weakness on Bitcoin Cash. Yes, hit the like button. What else should we look at? What about Hyperliquid? Terrible. I mean, just absolutely horrid. No idea what this is gonna do. Yeah, gold's just screwing around at the moment. But yeah, like I said, for gold, I want to wait for the asset to reach 4,381. So I have like one limit up here at the 12-hourly SR flip, and then I have one at 4,400, I think. Yeah. They broke it. They broke crypto for us. They broke crypto for us. That's what they did. We just want a Santa rally. Like, we don't want that much, right? We just want Santa. We just want to hit take profits every day. We're fine. Even if the market is trash, like if I'm honestly, like the market's been trash, I've been like hitting take profit almost 3 times a week, like on Bitcoin or ETH. Like my long still running on ETH. I've taken profits on it. Like I have no issues with the current price action. When it drops, I'm short on Bitcoin. Like I don't have issues with this price action at all. Like if you are not able to manage in these conditions, I get it, because people are invested, right? Me personally also, like, for example, yes, it doesn't work because you don't trade on it, bro. Like if you don't trade on it, like if you don't use it, then what's the point? You know, what's the point? This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. I think over here, I'm like just about to cut like 70% of the position at 89. And then I'm gonna leave a runner for 90, potentially like more, in case we do really, really well. Yes, everyone, make sure to hit the like button. And again, if you want the trading challenge that I showed you that I'm trading on today, make sure to go and grab one. You have discount code in the description box. That's C-funded that I'm using. My mouse is playing around. It's just here, right? I trade crypto here, and you're gonna get all of the links, and for the CFDs as well down here, you guys. What else is interesting? What else is interesting? Nvidia, no way that is up today. Oh my god, this is so ridiculous. This was such a short. Insane. Little dodgy on the 4-hour, trying to reverse it. You know, this is not a wick fill, so it might be this is not a gap fill, I mean, by the wick, so it might be a situation where they bring it back up to retest that area. I hit the like button. Somebody on Discord was trying to short Palantir, and I wasn't fond of the idea. I think that was Panda Crypto. I think he was trying to short it, but it's not yet for shorting, mate. Not yet. MicroStrategy definitely also not phones. You guys know that we've been discussing that at least we need to see 152. Ideally 131, but let's see with 152. I think it's also worth a shot off there. Yeah, no confirmation. Lulu with earnings finally showed some sign of life last week, you know, but Lulu is gonna do, you know, Lulu is, I think, you know, an opportunity. I'm not gonna lie, especially here, like 425 up to like 500. You just had to be a little bit more patient down here. Like nobody expected for Lulu to drop like sub $200, but it happened. It happened, right? But if this month continues to trade bullishly, it's going to be really good, I think, opportunity to try and catch the 425 on Lulu. Cocoa, not yet. Or cacao or cocoa, I don't know how you call it in English, but we call it cacao in my language. Not ready yet. Definitely not ready yet. Let's see. That rejection, that's pretty bearish down here, so that's not showing readiness yet for me. Are we moving, son? Yes, finally. Oh man. Do you want to see my rants on Twitter? I was literally like, I'm gonna go and call you guys out. I'm gonna call out everyone that's pretending to be something else. So hilarious. So hilarious. Come on, man. Let's check the bluff and trade as well, because I've been focusing on the funded account, but bluff and trade, let's see. Not too bad. Low leverage because I had other I'll take it. A quick 40% on it. Why not? Why not? I think because I have a position locked at 19x at the 3-year open, I think is what's happening with this. What else do I have open? I have the short open as well. I have the short open. That's 74. We've taken profits on that as well, so it's fine. Always securing profits, otherwise it's just not worth it, you know. And that's my third one on ETH that I currently have running. This is the one that I have running, which was up like 400%, wasn't it, up here? So we're chill, right? This position could stay open, I feel. So, but also I've taken profit on it, so I don't really care. Damn, nice trades. All of these trade, Nicholas Perry, like all of these things are on Discord, right? All of these things. How much money do you make trading a year? Nothing. I'm very poor. I'm very poor. I barely make anything. I'm very humble like that. Yeah, I wish I could just go ahead and be like, hey, this is exactly how much money I don't make much, honestly. Like some people are trading, you know, crazy amount of money. It's like about the capital that you have, right? So it's like constant, consistent growing of the capital, right? You're trying to get a possibility idea. Okay, like if you put the question like that, I prefer it, you know. I don't think that, I think that's a huge mistake. Like if you're trying to be an influencer and you're like showing money and profits in order to get attention, I'm against that, to be fair, because I feel it's very dangerous. Like literally, you know, months ago they killed a crypto influencer. A friend of mine, a recent friend of mine actually, was kidnapped. Okay, and then we had other people that I don't know being kidnapped and for money, you know, because of all the flashiness that, you know, they're trying to do. So I'm really against these things. If you want an idea of the possibility that you can be earning, so for example, if you have a full-time job, and you have a 50k account that you're trading with daily, you can start with 25k, you can start with 10k, like you can grow the account depending on how good you are, you know. If you have skills, like I can tell you, like with my FX account, for example, I tripled it in 3 months trading only gold, right? So it depends on how much capital you have and how much time you have to trade, because it takes time and commitment. Like you have to be out on the charts at certain times in order to not miss a move, but then you also have to be you have to have your discipline, and mentally you have to be there as well. You have to have very strong risk management, because I've lost a lot of money trading, and I can tell you that if you don't have any risk management, you're gonna lose no matter how big your account. I thought, oh my god, I have so much money now, there is no way I'm gonna blow my account. 5 months later, I was out of the game because I didn't risk manage. So if you're like looking to make, I don't know, $2,000, let's say a month extra, I'd say you can easily achieve that with minimum trading on a 25 grand account, right? Easily, with very conservative leverage. But that's me. I'm very conservative. Like, for example, my friends, you know, they have, I don't know, 2K, and they can turn these 2K into like 6, 7, 10K like in no time. But that's huge risk taking, and I don't do that. I just don't do that. Zibu, it's also not non-linear. Year 5 in trading can make you more than the previous 4 years combined. Absolutely, 100%. Zibo, by the way, is a friend of mine for so many years. He knows me. We've been trading together years ago, right? Like, and we've been through struggles together. Like, yeah, Zibu. So he knows me, right? He knows that I'm like very conservative like that, but he's high risk. I don't do that. This guy, he just waits for NFP and like he full ports. Bro, like I don't do that stuff, and you know that. I've never been fond of that stuff. But this guy, you know, he's, you know, when I was conservative, sometimes he was making a lot of money, I was making less, and I was feeling FOMO, but you know, but then when he loses a lot more. So, Raza, how do you manage risk is something I struggle with. Well, you need to first understand how much money you have, right? What's your capital? Okay, what's the capital that you're working with? Then after that, you need to think how many trades can you afford to lose before you, with how many trades you can wipe your account completely, right? So if you're risking 1%, obviously you're gonna have a lot more trades, right? And if you have win rate that is higher, it's always going to vary. But like if you have a win rate above 50%, if you're risking 1% of your trading capital, you're gonna be fine. Like 1 to 2% of your capital, you're gonna be fine. So you can manage that using leverage. Like for example, if you have more capital, you can use less leverage, right? But it's always about the stop loss. Some people are trading without stop loss. I don't like that. I don't think that's cool. And I don't like going into drawdown, because for me personally, that has psychological impacts. And as soon as I feel my psychic, you know, my psychology being worked from a trade, I have to exit, because then I'm gonna lose for sure. Like then I'm more likely to lose than to win. So do I actually have to update that? I think I need to restart. You are very disciplined. I mean, it's just like you learn it, you know what I mean? Like it just... All right, that helps a lot. Thank you. I hope it helps, man. Like honestly, if you don't have that risk management, forget it, right? You can have 50 grand, you can have 100 grand, you can have $500,000 in your capital. You are going to lose everything, because risk management needs to be there, right? It's absolutely mandatory for you. Yeah, a lot, right? And when I say, right, and by the way, people that are in my Discord, again, if you haven't joined Discord, join. You can get the free VIP. I told you how to do it. Just use the Bluffin link, send me your UID. If you already have Bluffin, that's fine, as long as you trade on it. But people on Discord know, if I don't follow my rules, I tilt sometimes as well, right? But any moment I don't follow my rules, I'm gonna lose. Like it's always a given. It's always a given, you guys. My cat is having a fit right now. I can literally hear her scratching. All right, we're trading above the 15-minute resistance again. I don't want to mark it because I don't want it to be my focus at the moment. But it's going to be quite nice if we manage to stay above it right now. 87.6 would be quite nice if we manage to stay above it. But overall, good job today, right? Good job. So far, up almost... Not bad. I prefer a little bit more, but... All right. Good job today, you guys. Yes, the kitty cat. Make sure to like the video if you haven't. Make sure to check the course, you guys. Honestly, it's very cheap. You're gonna learn a lot and you're gonna be just able to apply all these concepts. There is support on Discord for you guys if you need it. So everything is available. Also the indicators, you guys, you can get them for 30 days, right? You have a free trial on the indicators, absolutely mandatory. Even if you don't want to trade with my strategy, you have your own. Get the indicators, you need them. You simply need them, I guarantee you. 4 more likes. Someone's not liking. Merkba, your advice is on point. Thank you as always. You guys are more than welcome. Make sure to share the video, leave a comment below if you have time. And we'll see how this trade plays out further. I don't want to feel like hanging out anymore. So I'll be live tomorrow as usual, you guys. And don't forget that next week we don't have streams because Christmas time, holiday time, family time. Hope you guys have a great time in the holidays. I'm so excited to spend time with my family and just stay away from the charts a little bit. You guys are welcome as usual. All right, superstars, I'll see you guys in the next one.